Books presents Bad Creek by Peyton June, narrated by Michael Crouch, Susie Jackson, and Nick Mills. Chapter 1. Iris. Iris had almost finished weaving the bracelet when she remembered she had no one to give it to. If her parents noticed the red string, they didn't bother to say anything. They hadn't spoken Glory's name once during the 6-hour drive. That was to be expected. They'd barely said her name for the past year. The grief counselor claimed families often fragment after a loss. Iris thought that sounded melodramatic at first. Now it felt like an omen. Fragment. As if the Garants were made of glass. Iris untied the string from the headrest and shoved it in the backpack with the others. Even with her headphones blasting music, she could hear her mom's bickering. April didn't think they were close enough to the lake for their favorite oldies station to be in range. Joanna was sure it was, since they'd already passed the sun-faded billboard advertising the second-largest crucifix in the world. "I tried that one," April told her wife. "It was all static." "It won't be static now. Try again." If her moms could recycle the same harmless argument for the millionth time, maybe this summer wouldn't be that much different after all. Iris waited for them to find the station, for Joanna to laugh it off and sing along to a song by Toto or REO Speedwagon. But Joanna didn't laugh. She swore and slammed on the brakes. A man with a tie-dyed bucket hat and reflective orange sunglasses stood in the path of their minivan. Joanna stopped the car a few inches from him. The crisis was averted, but that didn't stop the worst-case scenario from playing in Iris's head. The man's body would roll over the hood with a thump. Shards of glass would pierce her skin. Maybe she would scream. Maybe she would black out. She'd be okay, eventually, but Sunglasses Guy would be dead on impact. His orange sunglasses would fly off his face and land in the ditch. Paramedics would give them to his family after delivering the bad news. He was a single dad, of course, just to make the story more tragic. His orphaned kids would keep the sunglasses in a special place in their home so they could still have a piece of him. Iris hadn't kept any souvenirs from her sister. Every piece of Glory was buried or sealed off in her room back in Cleveland. The funeral was a year ago, and Iris had yet to revisit the grave or step into the empty bedroom next to her own. Even though she was pretty sure Glory was the last one to have custody of their shared stuffed rabbit, Iris hadn't seen Picasso since last summer. "Tourist?" Joanna muttered. She gave a disapproving honk. Sunglasses Guy jogged across the street to join the line outside the fudge shop. Tourists loved Michigan fudge, and Dolly's was the only place in Bad Creek to get it. The town didn't have enough residents to warrant 2 fudge shops. It didn't have enough people to qualify as a real town, either. It was a vacation spot in a county of much better vacation spots. Petoskey had more restaurants. Mackinac had newer rental cottages. Why stay near the rocky beaches of Burt Lake when her famous older sister, Lake Michigan, was so close? Because this place is in my blood. Joanna had hissed those words to her wife in a whispered argument last week. Iris had her ear to the door, listening to April suggest they go somewhere, anywhere else for their summer vacation. Joanna wouldn't budge. It didn't matter if Glory was gone. The Garants didn't just have Bad Creek in their blood now. Their blood was in Bad Creek. Iris wasn't sure who she agreed with. She had never imagined a summer without a week of long, humid days with her best friends, riding her rickety bicycle and burning her mouth on s'mores. But she hadn't imagined a life without her sister, either. Would it be disrespectful to come back without Glory? That was what April seemed to think. But what if returning was the only way to keep Glory alive? As the minivan turned onto a crunchy gravel road,
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.